Almost 2 months ago, we witnessed America's messy exit from Afghanistan. And since then, the world has wondered, where will America deploy its military now? Which theatre of conflict will America enter next? The answer to that question is not really a secret. We all know that. It's Taiwan and the South China Sea. This region is emerging as a conflict zone, a potential battleground for a great power showdown between the United States and China. And American troops are already there. They're deployed in Taiwan and the South China Sea. They're already messing up there too. The US deployed a nuclear-powered submarine in the South China Sea. It is called the USS Connecticut. Last Saturday, the submarine hit something underwater. We still don't know what that object is. That's what they're calling it, an object. But several sailors on board were hurt in this accident. Reports say the submarine did not suffer a lot of damage. It was able to return to its base without any support. But things could have gone south. The situation in the South China Sea is tense. Reports say the submarine was operating in disputed waters. It's a region that China calls its own. In fact, China claims nearly the whole of the South China Sea. 5 more players, Taiwan, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia and Vietnam, they all have competing claims and sometimes overlapping claims in this region, the South China Sea. America won't say where its submarine was exactly, but it's safe to assume Beijing will not be thrilled to hear that an American nuclear-powered submarine was in disputed waters. For China, this is a serious provocation. As is this headline: US troops have been deployed in Taiwan for at least a year. This came out yesterday. Turns out 2 teams of US forces have been secretly operating in Taiwan. The first one is a special operations unit. The second one is a contingent of Marines. What's their mission? They're training Taiwanese forces. American troops have been there for at least a year now. They have been working with small units of Taiwan's forces. And this deployment is nothing like Afghanistan. The presence of American troops is small, and for now, they remain hidden in plain sight. So how many American soldiers are there in Taiwan? A document from the Pentagon offers some clues. This is what it says. As of the 30th of June, there were 23 Marines, quote-unquote, permanently assigned to Taiwan. Other branches of the US Defense Forces are represented too. There are 2 members of the US Navy in Taiwan and 5 from the US Air Force. Some officials keep visiting Taiwan on a short-term basis. We have an estimate from 2018. A report says that around 3,500 to 4,000 officials from the Pentagon travel to Taiwan every year. Now, the US forces could be ready to step out of the shadows. Check out this video on the screen. It's from last year. These are the special forces of the US Army. Apparently, they filmed themselves jumping out of a plane in Taiwan. This video was shared by the US forces themselves. Washington's intentions are clear. They want to show their support for Taiwan in public. What's Beijing's response? Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
The United States should fully recognize the high sensitivity of Taiwan-related issues and the serious harm it can bring to related issues. The US should abide by the One China policy and the provisions of the 3 joint communiques. It must stop sales to Taiwan and all Taiwan-US military communications to avoid further seriously damaging China-US relations, as well as the peace and stability of the Taiwan Strait. China will take all necessary measures to safeguard its sovereignty and territorial integrity.
In the past week, nearly 150 Chinese planes have invaded Taiwanese airspace. America is trying to buy truce, extracting commitments to uphold what it calls the Taiwan Agreement. But these reports would add more tension to the already troubled waters of the South China Sea. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.